Hello and welcome once again to White Lotus of Light. This is just a quick update video, mostly to remind folks that at 2:30 Pacific time, this Thursday, January, let me just get the date right, January 12th, we will be having the first ever Venetian Black Nobility live chat. I will be doing a live chat with my co-host, Philip Jimenez, to answer all of your questions about the Venetian Black Nobility. Philip and I will both be doing a 30-ish minute little presentation on two different things. It looks like, Philip, if I remember correctly, and my apologies, Philip, if I'm getting this wrong, buddy, Mercury retrograde and 1,000 conversations. But I believe he's doing on the Holy Roman Empire, and I'm going to be discussing what I consider to be the smoking gun that links the Venetian Black Nobility to Moloch worship, and that is the Solabusca Tarocchi, and a book I'm reading on that exact subject. And so that is a medieval Renaissance Italian tarot deck that has encoded in it certain things that are magical rites, astral magic around Moloch worship. So we'll be talking about that, and then we'll have somewhere between 30 to 90 minutes, depending on the amount of participation we're getting, a viewer Q&A. And that's where you can ask your questions of me and Philip about really any subject, but especially anything to do with the Venetian Black Nobility. If you want to talk to me about some of the other things they work on, you can certainly pitch those questions to me. Or if you want to ask Philip about his visions around international law and International Law Center he wants to make in Mongolia, that's great. Really, any questions are fine. And we can just help advance like all of our collective understanding of some of these things that we're talking about. Some other notes: I'm going to be continuing the Shadow Wars Luciferians versus Molochians series pretty soon. I think I'm going to be talking about either the telecommunications narrative, media aspect of things, or financial events with crypto and fiat currency. I suspect because of that such a fast moving area right now that's probably what my next video will be on. I also have a number of collaborations in the works right now. I'm going to be doing something, we haven't figured out what yet, with Mouthy Buddha from BitChute, who's done a lot of great work on some of the stuff around harm of children. And so he and I just had a call today. We were going to be collaborating, doing some work. I just did an interview yesterday with Sammy Richard, the awesome mystic and spiritual teacher, and that's going to be going up soon. And there's going to be a whole host of incredible content that's going to be being put out in this channel, whether it's me and Philip in the Venetian Black Nobility series or other things. There's tons of great guests that are in the process of being booked or will be booked in 2023. I hope to get Dr. Joseph Fro on here, working on that, so cross your fingers on that. And then a couple of final notes. I am going to be doing something that I'm loosely calling, working title, Seeker Fest, which will probably be in late April or early May, where I'm going to bring together a bunch of cutting-edge thinkers and iconoclasts, everything from the political realms to the astrological realms to geomancy, spiritual teachers like Sammy Richard, and I'm hoping to get Mary Allison to come, and some other spiritual teachers who are sort of offering their guidance in that way, and just a whole host and variety of perspectives. We may talk about Exo-Politics. I'm going to invite Walter Bosley and Laura Eisenhower, and we'll have panels, and we're just going to have a whole lot of like tremendous discussion on a bunch of the kind of subjects that have been covered on this channel, and even some stuff outside of that that just helps bring together the spiritual dimensions of what's unfolding you know, politically, and all the change and transformation that our world's going through right now, and some of the challenges and how to navigate that. The hope is to cast light on the best way to navigate and get through these changeover years, this huge, tremendous transformation that society and consciousness is undergoing as we're exiting the Kali Yuga and entering the Dwapara Yuga, or the Bronze Age. And so if you want to get greater clarity in your life's destiny, the events of and karmas that are destined to unfold during your lifetime, now is a great time to lock in a natal first half of life under 40 reading, or if you're over 40 like me, you've entered into your second half of life chart, your Navamsa, which could have a radically different series of outcomes and karmas that are ripening as compared to your natal chart. My natal chart, very different, very weak compared to my Navamsa chart, which is extremely strong and has seen my life completely change as it took over when I turned 40. And so if you want help navigating your life, learning about these karmas and destined likelihoods that will happen in your life, book an appointment with me and do so right away, because I haven't raised my prices since I first started this business 2.5 years ago. And unfortunately, because of inflation, I'm going to have to raise my prices. And I'm doing that January 17th. But if you lock in a reading now, you can get those 2022, 2021, 2020 even prices, and lock those in now in order to get a reading here in 2023. Even if you don't have the reading for a couple months out, you can lock in those prices right now. I also am providing people with personal lessons on angelic magic and the ways in which that you can undergo tremendous personal transformation that affects change in your life just through a change in your internal makeup and the way you relate to the world, but also how you can take these powers and influences in your life, and by working with the angels and by coming into a greater resonance with natural law, you can bring to you certain external changes in your life around obtaining, say, a good memory and good intelligence, or improving your physical health, or bringing more abundance into your life, or perhaps if it's honoring the free will of all involved, rekindling love in a relationship that's teetering, if that's still within the realm of possibility. There's all manner of applications, all of which can be incredibly powerful and transformative for you in your lifetime. I do also offer intuitive spiritual guidance and counseling, to where messages come through me that are tailored to you and about things in your life that we can help improve, so that way you can really continue and accelerate your spiritual development, especially during these critical changeover years when society itself and the world around us is in the midst of such change and chaos and turbulence. It can be really comforting and helpful to have a resource who can help guide you through that and return your power back to you. I want you to be the maximum expression of yourself and to tap into all your hidden talents and unlock them. And indeed, with my astrology services, I can teach you how to hack your chart, as I like to call it, how to lean into certain energies in order to avoid some of the negative outcomes that might be experienced if you're experiencing life unconsciously instead of consciously. So if you're interested in any of those services, you want to lock that in right now in order to enjoy those 2022, 2021, even 2020 prices, and lock those in now in order to get the guidance that you need here in 2023. So thank you so much, and I'll see all of you at the Venetian Black Nobility live chat this week, the 12th of January. The inaugural live chat, first time for White Lotus of Light, first time for me and Philip as co-hosts of the Venetian Black Nobility series. To answer your live Q&A, we're going to be opening with 30 minutes of Philip talking about the Holy Roman Empire, followed by that 30 minutes of me talking about the Solabusca Tarochi and the smoking gun that connects the Venetian Black Nobility oligarchical banking families with Moloch worship. And so be sure you tune in for that. And thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye-bye.